If you want something doing, don't ask Rayner. Brilliant clip to show you from the one journalist on Sky News that actually does ask pretty decent questions, Trevor Phillips. Take a look at this.
All right, let me ask you about another element of this. On the present densities, you're going to add 3.4 million, or homes for 3.4 million people with your 1.5 million houses. On your own figures, we're also going to add to our population 2.5 million people over this same period. Are you content that more than 5 out of 7 new homes will go to immigrants?
Well, that's not the truth, and that's not the
That's
case.
what will happen.
Well, that's not the reality, because where the
2.5 million immigrants that are in Rachel Reeves' budget figures going to turn up? Where are they going to live?
Well, there's plenty of housing in the UK, but the houses, especially social
hang on. You can't, on the one hand, say we've got to build this 1.5 million houses and then say there's plenty of housing already.
So on the one hand, the Tories failed to build houses, or failed to build enough houses, and the Tories failed on immigration. Fine. Labour come in and say we have to build 1.5 million homes, which isn't going to be enough anyway, because as Trevor Phillips points out, under Labour's own figures, our population is going to go up again by another 2.5 million immigrants. Rayner sits there on the one hand going, there isn't enough housing, we're going to destroy the countryside, which then means that the people who come in are going to take up 5 out of 7 of all houses built. And then she says, there's plenty of housing in the UK. Which one is it? Thank God Trevor Phillips didn't let her off there. This is what happens when a bullshit policy, which Labour's manifesto was made up of them, meets reality. If you're going to lie to the public, which we kind of expect you to do anyway, because none of us trust you, then at least cover your arse first. Make sure you've got the facts and the figures. If you want something doing, make sure that Rayner is as far away from it as is humanly possible. Who is sending these ministers out? Every time I see one of these government ministers appear in the media, it is a complete car crash, a complete calamity. Now, either the civil service aren't doing their jobs and they're not giving them the proper facts and figures, or these ideologues in the government simply believe they can come out of any old crap and people are going to believe them. And then people like Rayner and Starmer and all the rest are baffled because their popularity is so bad and people are asking for another general election. Unreal how Rayner can sit there with a straight face and try and bullshit us like that. And if you want to know when someone's lying, just look at the frequency with which they blink.